Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon.
Yo, VI, play the beat.
Well, hey there, Pisces moon. You know, I was just kind of sitting here, all up in my Virgo, overanalyzing everything for no reason whatsoever, and just really wishing everything was completely different than how it is. And then I realized that I was reaching so hard to tap into that Pisces energy. Like, that is the Pisces energy right now. Is just a complete, like, delusional fantasy of everything being completely different. I think that's exactly where we're supposed to be and exactly what we're supposed to be doing, actually. So it's okay if you are over observing your surroundings right now, honestly, because it's helping you to create the true vision of what it is that you would want to have. So, with that being said, the accumulation of everything that we have experienced is in a state of being shuffled right now. We're just kind of moving things around, and a lot of things that once felt so truly aligned are just sort of revealing themselves to be the actual delusion, the actual dream. Whether it was a good dream or a nightmare, something about that creation was misaligned from the very beginning. But I think we had to take that misstep in order to see and understand why it was wrong. We had to get up into it. It's the Seven of Swords, very tightly tucked, flip turned and folded, and very well concealed. It was the death that was necessary. It was that moment and that experience that truly illuminated the path and cleared that fog for us. Because what was created in the fog was just that. It was a delusion, a program, a sentiment that we kind of knew wasn't completely ours, completely right, but we thought we could make it work anyways. We thought that we could manipulate the situation to be more favorable because we thought that we had to work with what we had. We forgot to dream about what we really could have instead of just settling. Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Opening ourselves up to the possibilities is what unites us in that victory. A swift overhaul is what we're calling for. I think that's why I'm pulling pulling this push, feeling this push and pull between Pisces and Virgo, the oppositions, the tangibility. We've got that north node, south node thing going on, and our emotions are right up in it. We are just feeling all of it so intensely that we want to slip into that place of safety in our minds, but we know what's really going on. So we have to flip the script, the yin and the yang. We need to turn them to make our dreams the reality and the reality just a nightmare. Does this make sense? I'm seeing like 8 different ways to present this. They all mean the same thing. They're all going to the same point. They're all going in the same direction, but there's like 8 different ways that this could be applied, and they're all firing off in the same direction out of the same machine. I've got both compromise and confirm and discern. What is it that we're dreaming about that is feeding the toxic life or experience that we are having, and learning how to not just put it down, but lock it, load it, and fire it off and out of our orbit and space. Dumping things. There's that calm Pisces observance. Thank you. Thank you, Pisces moon. Thank you, Pisces energy. It's a nice place to be for a hyperactive Virgo mind. I like just kind of observing, slowing down. Those nice quiet moments. But don't be mistaken. All of this lovey-dovey, dreamy energy does need to be acted upon, does need to be moved into reality. I think we're good on that. I think we communicated well. We're just swimming in it. So this might not actually be going as slowly as I think that it is. But we're just really swimming in it, observing, taking it all in. What has grown is shown. The emergence to the surface, and I don't know why that's coming out exactly, how that correlates to the 7 of Wands and 7 of Cups. But it's time to emerge from the submergence of full streams. Let's see what lies in between. These are not the only 2 cards you can clearly see. Temperance. That little wing just kind of poked out. The temperance between the guardedness of the 7 of Wands, the resistance, and the eternal hope of the 7 of Cups, of all of the options available. Swimming, and tempering that. Bringing wings and light and flight and decisiveness to the situation. Taking those waters and turning them and moving them, shaping them. Swimming and grounded. All right. Eight of Cups. Knight of Swords. In between. Is that it? No more? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I just felt the room fill up. That was interesting. Okay, welcome, welcome. Welcome all. Come on in. The water's fine. Over here, anyways. There's a multitude of energies that are moving towards this water wheel, that are getting pulled in to this water wheel. And they're all leaving some level of toxicity behind, aren't we all? Aren't we all in this constant state of rotation ourselves? But whatever is propelling us is drawing in a parade of boats now, and they're gathering somehow through a very natural force that doesn't even have a name. Because I can't even think of the name of what this is. I'm sure we'll hit some Muslims out there somewhere who know what I'm talking about. It's not a pilgrimage. I guess a pilgrimage is another word for it, but they have a specific word for going to their sacred place. It's a sacred travel that they all take. That they all have to take. And the resonance and importance of that journey is transcended and translated through um, a lot of cultures and concepts and ideas. And it's just being drawn by something that's bigger than ourselves and pulling us away from the poor choices, bad habits, and things that are holding people back. And they're colluding now and starting to revolve around one another in a more significant, stable way. We're prepared for battle this time. Okay, we're prepared for battle this time. We're ready. We can do this. We've walked all of the wrong paths, and we crept through the cracks and escaped through the dark holes. We were exiled. This legion, this group, and they all collected and they all took something of value from where they came from. They learned their lessons and they took the appropriate actions. And through this simultaneous tandem of steps that were all around the world, nowhere near each other, they started stepping in the same direction to meet in the same place. And wherever it is that they all come together is going to become the new sacred space, the new holy land, so to speak. So to speak. I like this. This is cool. This is an interesting story. This is collective, becoming collective. This is the story of the collective and how they came together. A new collection of knowledge, experience, skills. She says skills as the Four of Pentacles just kind of does a this, does a this. It creates a new foundation. I'm not seeing walls, I'm seeing like like an island. Like sand and water. It's not, there's only natural barriers and separations in this space. There's not walls to cast shadows or block people from light, but it is a place that just has natural protection around it, and a protection of spirit and of earth itself in the truest meaning. Okay. Wow, Pisces. Big dreams. Really big dreams. I don't even want to put down this foundation. I'm just still holding it like, this is nice. This is pretty cool. I like that. I like the energy. I like the vibe. I want to put you down. Down. Not because I don't think it can happen. I'll put you here over the Seven of Cups, but because I think this is so worth happening that it should be placed in a space and it should be worked on and created. Like really worked on though. Structures applied is the most important thing. Like actual structures, fortitude, and real work, devotion, and dedication needs to be applied to this. Because this seemingly big dream is the only dream, is the ultimate dream. It is the actual sole purpose of alignment. So everything else that's not serving is just spilling out, falling off, phasing out to make way for the new, which can move quickly if you have a ship with 1,000 oars. If you have a fleet, you can be more efficient if they are all synchronized, following the same structure. They all have the same map and the same route. They just need to come together and agree on it. This is the format, this is the structure. You are a part of this operation, and we are all firing off at the same time. Not because somebody told us that we had to, but because we all feel the call to do so. Making the space. Okay. I was wondering if we were done. It's a big dream. It's a big dream, Pisces. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of strength and a lot of fortitude and a lot of will. But it's also going to take a lot of love and a lot of devotion and a lot of joy and almost delusional levels of commitment. And we have to be able to swim in those waters, be willing to dive into those oceans and get crashed upon by the waves. and really feel those feels, all of them, and sort through them, turn them, move them in a cyclical cycle that can produce. It's got a particular flair to it. Nothing's worth doing if you don't have that passion for it. Okay, all right. Let's do a moon oracle. Because I feel like it, I need a way to close this out. Fear on the bottom. Overcoming that fear. Overcoming. What's the word? I don't know. I lost it. It's like the fear just dropped off. Once I hit the sands of the beach, that fear just kind of dropped off. What is there to fear? All of the things that I've already experienced. Oh, now it's happening again. Sometimes we gotta do it. At some point, it just becomes a rhythm. It becomes a part of your steps. That can be overwhelming at times. But if you know how to swim, and you know which direction is shore, you can be sure that you can trust. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your inner guidance. And trust that it can all work out if we allow it to do so. As much fear might be bubbling up, as many times as we might experience the unfortunate side effects of releasing toxicity, do not forget that each time we correctly apply those energies, we're moving ourselves forward, and the direction that it's taking us is towards a unification that is larger than ourselves, and a purpose and a place that serves not just us, but the beauty and the love and the light of the world around us. When everything seems dark, remember that we're the light bringers. So let's turn that energy. Let's keep the water wells moving. And we'll find that place, that homey space. Okay, I want that up one more time. I know I had that there the whole time, but I wasn't looking at the ducks. I was looking at the rest of the cards and really diving in, so. With the 32, it's you. It's all you. Trust in the egg, that within it a whole world grows. And it's going to be and can be everything that we put into it. So make it good. Thanks, kids. We'll see you next time.